What's up? It's live Fire with Dad.
Fire with Dad, baby.
We'll be back in a second. What do you think, Dad?
Cha-ching, baby.
We need to get a cartoon animation of you.
We got one.
Like animation, like you doing like the Dougie or something? Or?
Oh, no.
Okay. So this week's topic is about standing out with your brand. Blue Ocean, Red Ocean. I'm going to tell that story in a second. Then we're going to talk about a brand that stands out a little differently that you almost got your ass kicked at.
Well, actually, I almost kicked his ass.
Okay, well, we'll get that in a second.
He came close to getting the old 1-2, baby.
The old 1-2.
Yeah, I was gonna stick Sam on him.
See, so the 1-2 is me and Sam. So today I want to talk about Blue Ocean versus Red Ocean. And you've heard this analogy because I talk about it a lot. Had you heard about it before I talked about it?
Nope.
So I'm the creator to you.
You're the creator of the Red Ocean, Blue Ocean.
Okay, so
I'm part of the Orange Ocean.
The Orange Ocean. So, by the way, am I that much taller than you? I look like I'm an NBA player. Okay, you're slouching. That's what it was. Because I thought we were pretty similar.
We are. The thing is, when you get older, I guess you get shorter.
Well, I'm gonna get taller when I get older.
I've
already talked to some people.
You've been doing stretching.
Okay, so Blue Ocean, Red Ocean. The concept behind it is the Red Ocean is where most businesses play.
Where all the blood in the water's at, baby.
All the blood in the water. The sharks are in the water because everybody's playing there. You need to find a way to put your business in Blue Ocean. It's one of the reasons we did this podcast studio here is we've got Aaron Smith locally of a realtor. He's a realtor using the studio. We've got Rising Star Casino starting pretty soon. We got Lytle's Bank starting in a couple months. And we're getting a lot of restaurants involved in creating content because you want to put yourself in the Blue Ocean.
You want to stand out.
Want to stand out.
And if you don't stand out, the key to being successful, if you got, say, for instance, you got 10 restaurants in the same block, what are you doing to stand out? What makes you different?
Okay.
What's your story?
What's your story? So this is pretty funny. And I don't know what brought this up last week, but there's a restaurant chain called Dick's Last Resort. You had never been to one.
I had never heard of it.
And so I had been to one in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So I knew what it was. So Dick's Last Resort, if you haven't seen it, it's called Dick's because they treat you
that's where they insult the hell out of you.
They treat you like they're dicks to you. And that's their whole theme. Well, I had been to one in Myrtle Beach, and me and you and Sam, and I think his wife at the time, and I don't know, I think that was probably it. We decided to go to the one in San Diego. Well, the thing that was weird with the San Diego one was it was a part of a complex where you had to walk through some bouncers because they were at the gate because there was a couple places where
they had a waiting line.
Well, no, there wasn't a line this one. Well, it was a line to get through the bouncers.
Exactly.
And so you had to go through the bouncers to get in. And the reason the bouncers were there was a couple of the facilities had alcohol only. We were going to Dick's for lunch. It was like a Thursday at like 2:00. So we walk up and the guy's like, IDs. And I was 19 at the time. I was 18 or 19. He's like, IDs, please. And everybody's getting their IDs. And he's like, oh, you're 21 or over. You can't come in. Dad's like, what do you mean? He's like, do you effing hear me, old man? Are you deaf? And you look, this guy, put it in perspective, this guy's probably 6'5", 6'6", a giant animal.
Like Hulk Hogan.
Look like Hulk, just giant animal. And Dad's like,
he was going down.
Excuse me, you talking to me, Mr. Chicago? And the guy's like, yeah, I'm talking to you. And he's like, why can't we get in? It's 21 or older. Get out of here. Get the stepping, old man. And you get ready to fight him, like literally ready to.
I was backing up, baby. I was going for it. 6'5" or not, he was going down.
Yeah,
he was going down.
I was running.
He was going down.
You were done. I was running.
Finally, he says,
well, now here's what happens. He said to me, he goes, have you guys ever been here before? And when he said that, I went, oh, he's screwing with us. And I'm like, I have. It went over my head. He's like, man, I'm from New York. I was having flashbacks to my dad and my uncles on the block, and I thought we were going to scrap, old man.
We were going to.
So the topic was that funny story, but also tied in with restaurants. You know, we were at a restaurant in Miami, me and Christy, about a year and a half ago. It was December of last year, so 2020. So I guess it was a year and a half ago. And it was called Bacon Bitch. And I had never seen it. We're walking down the street. They have a giant video board. They have a little canopy. Just amazing pictures of sandwiches. I'm talking like the best looking bacon egg sandwich you've ever seen. And the sign says Bacon Bitch. And I'm like, it's funny. Like, what? And so we decided to eat there. We walk up to the hostess and she goes, how many you got today, bitches? I'm like, okay. Right this way, bitches, sit us down. And that was their whole thing. They said bitches a billion times. And
Is that like cha-ching, baby?
like cha-ching, baby. So it made me, I'm thinking about it. Here I am, December, was that 15 months later? I'm still talking about it. And it's Blue Ocean, Red Ocean. Like, that's the only restaurant I've ever heard talk to people like that. Dick's Last Resort's the only place I've ever seen where they're just complete jerks to you, and that's their whole scheme. But you got to think about your business. I have Orange. I have certain things I do. Your business has to figure out how you're going to play in the Blue Ocean, because if you continue to get your attention in the Red Ocean, you know what people in the Red Ocean or the consumers in the Red Ocean are constantly thinking about? Money.
Money.
Are you cheaper? How much do you cost?
You want to
What can I get?
You want to get the value. You want to get the uniqueness. People like to eat at places that are fairly unique, different, okay, that have something that stands out. And one of the best things in most restaurants, in most businesses, is the story.
Yep.
Okay. How did you get started? What is your story? And one of my first sessions I do when I'm coaching clients is that what makes you stand out? What makes you different? Okay. The more you can differentiate yourself from everybody else, the better off you are. And the more different you are, people remember you. And that's why I'm big on taglines. As a matter of fact, almost every advertisement on TV, they've all got some kind of tagline. Give me an example. I hate to bring it up. The Geeko guy.
Geeko.
The Geico guy, whatever the hell he is.
It's Geico.
Well, Geico
so
guy.
It's not that good of a tagline.
Well, I call it's a Geeko. It's what he is.
It's a gecko.
Oh, it's a gecko. Okay.
Oh my
But
God.
the thing is, I know about it. Okay. That's the key.
I hit you with a stool over the head. WWF. But no, you're right. It's a key. They got a stupid lizard that stands out. They've got those things. But in business, you've got to stand out. And you're right. That's one of our themes with America's Best Restaurants with my team that travels and films restaurant. We're talking yesterday at a place called Boom Ba's Pizza down in Louisville and Nashville. And she's telling me her husband's story of how he started this on a beer napkin 30 years ago, 28, I think is what it was. And how the whole concept of it. And I'm like, that's not on your website. There's 2 paragraphs, about 5 sentences. That's all that's telling the story.
People want to hear the story. They can identify with the story. It creates that relationship, makes you want to come back, makes you part of the program. It's just all part of the more I can connect with you, the more I'm coming back to your place. More,
I love it.
Repeat business, baby.
And hopefully you don't come back and get your ass kicked at Dick's Last Resort.
Well, I probably won't be going to Dick's Last Resort in the near future because I'm not. I have to kick some guy's ass at 75.
That's all we got. That's it for Fire with Dad.
Cha-ching! Fire with Dad, baby.
Cha-ching, baby. See y'all. Cha-ching.